Welcome to part 2 of the blue suede curtain for my random fabric series. In this series, I take larger pieces from the thrift store like this curtain or this tablecloth, check them out, and give them new life. In part 1, I made this skirt, check it out. But this time for part 2, I'm using the opposite side of the fabric of that curtain, which is a nice silky material. And I went with a simple design for this one because I was aiming for a classy look. Get pumped. With the rest of the fabric left over from the curtain, I cut out the 2 pieces I'll need for this tank top from a pattern I made, which was super simple, using my arm side measurement, which is the arm opening, my full bust measurement, and my shoulder to center chest measurement, adding a couple darts for the bust. First, I'm making my darts with a pen on the wrong side of the fabric. Also, side note, I'm making the front and the back of this top exactly the same. To sew a dart, fold your fabric in half on the opposite side, matching up those 2 dots at the top, and sew a diagonal line to the single third dot until the needle runs off the fabric. After you stitch those down, they'll look like this on the wrong side of the fabric. Now I'm measuring my seam allowance and snipping 1 inch right in the center of the V-neck so I can hem the neckline. To do this, I'm pinning these, folding that edge down once, then again, in order to enclose the raw edges when I stitch these down. After I sewed that with a simple straight stitch, it turned out to look like this. Again, since the back is going to be the same as the front, I'm repeating that hem on the back V-neck. Now to hem the arm openings. I'm making a few slits on the curves of these edges so I can more easily fold them down and pin. And I'm doing the same type of hem here. The most important part to this step is eating lots of candy. Here's what they look like pinned. Then stitch those honeys down. I then pin the side seams right sides together on each side to fit me to my liking. After I sewed these right sides together, I also added a zigzag stitch, acting as a serge stitch, preventing these edges from fraying later. I decided to hem the bottom using stitch witchery because I thought it looks a lot cleaner than making a line of stitching at the bottom. So what I did for this method is took some stitch witchery, which is like a form of glue that melts and fuses when you put heat on it. I cut small pieces of this and carefully and evenly pressed them up into the hem with a hot iron and lots of steam. Now all that's left is sewing in my straps, which I'm going to fold the top corners of the top like this, stitching across to secure them. So here's what I ended up with. How did I do? Yay or nay? Or yay? Or yay! Yay, right? I hope you enjoyed this transformation. I hope it helped you in some way, maybe inspired or encouraged you to create something yourself, because yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video because it really helps me out. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.